He kind of gets priority over us. They're going to be going in first with the robots and all that. So in that case, like HDU would be in charge, and we're kind of backing up, assisting them. Versus if it's just like a tanker leaking a hazardous chemical, that's kind of more our wheelhouse. They're more backing us up if we need it. So. But yeah, various. It's just a bunch of electronics and meters and kind of space to work in here. But
there's like, oh, sorry, there's a radio of communication, right?
Yeah, so there's got one here, and then there's the one up front as well. Okay. So they can, whatever channels that we're on, spare radios as people need them, kind of a decision board behind you so they can keep track of where units are on a bigger scene. We used to, well, we still do. There's a camera on top that we can extend and view through that screen. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need to be up to half a mile away from a scene, just as a safe distance. It's kind of gotten outdated, just how old the truck is. It's almost pushing 18 years old. So we have a drone now, which is much better. We can hook it up to this TV here, so it's a little more portable. And so we fly that drone. It can be in a hazardous environment just fine, give us a much clearer picture of what we're dealing with instead of, looking way down and trying to figure out, what that placard says or what chemicals leaking or all that. So.
Is that armor?
Yep.
Contain it, and then we can end up moving, committing another crew to rescue. They're going to start with what we call a primary search. That search is going to start closest to the fire, the closest threatened area, and work backwards. So if we've got a fire on the second floor, hose line to the fire, our search crew is going to go in. They're going to start close to that fire. They're going to search back. They're going to search the first floor, and then if there's basement, search the basement. Right? Because we want to search those areas that are in the most danger first. Our primary search is very much a rapid search. It's looking for viable victims, obvious victims. Some of that might be us standing up and just walking through the structure, because it might be clear. If the fire is on the second floor and we get done searching that second floor, and we come down to the first floor, chances are there might not be any smoke on the first floor. And we just walk through it and we make sure everybody's out. Maybe we find a pet that's in a kennel, or we find, and sometimes we can isolate those to the garage so that they're isolated and safe. We get them outside, take them to a neighbor, all those things. Most of the time we're rescuing pets, and all the people are out, so they just don't know about the dog or their cat that's in there. Our second search is our secondary search. It's going to be usually after the fire has been controlled or confined, conditions have begun to improve, and we're going to be able to do a very thorough search, find anybody that we missed on the first one that might not have been in an obvious viable location.